If you're anything like me, you've seen this game show up on your recommended on YouTube of some player versus some monster looking guy playing a game of Russian roulette with a 12 gauge pump action shotgun. I really found it interesting. I didn't see much about it, no one was really talking about it, but that one video really caught my attention. And then I saw a couple more. I saw a couple people diving into the game, and I figured, hey, why don't I throw my own hat into the ring? So, yeah. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Landon Does Stuff channel. The name's Landon, and I do stuff. You know the drill. Usually something related to Friday Night Funkin, the hit indie game that took the world by storm, blah, blah, blah. You get the rest of that gist. Though, today, I want to try something different. New year, new me, as they say. And this new me is going to be taking a look at the new hit indie game by Mike Klubnika. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I butcher that, I'm very sorry. But that game in question being Buckshot Roulette. And, of course, as per usual, we're going to be answering the question, what is Buckshot Roulette? So, why don't we just go ahead and get this intro done with it and get right into it? After starting up the game, you appear in a bathroom, hearing the buzzing sound of lights and the faded sound of rave music, letting you interact with left click, having a bottle of pills, which, don't worry about those for now, we'll be talking about them later, and the door. Though, after clicking on the door, you stand atop a party, with some random guy with you, though, once you click on the other door, the game begins. You're met with this grotesque monster as he tells you to sign the waiver. And after typing your name in, unless if it's more than 6 letters, sorry Jackson, guess this game just ain't for you. However, after signing the waiver, the screen lights up with 3 rounds. You and the dealer are given charges that serve as your lives, with the table flipping over, 1 live round and 2 blanks, as the dealer loads the shells in a random order. Into a shotgun, of course. And you're finally able to play the game, as you stand there with a shotgun on the table. As you pick it up, you're given a choice. Shoot yourself, as if the shot is a blank, it'll skip the dealer's turn, or shoot the dealer. Now, statistically here, if we're going to get mathy, there's a 66% chance of a blank and 33 of a live round. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I know 66 is greater than 33. I'm not that stupid, at least not yet. I haven't watched enough TikToks to go that brain dead. So, as I think about my choices, shotgun in hand, quivering at the idea of losing my life, I decide to gamble and shoot myself. Phew, we get to live another day. Now having a 50-50 chance to live or die with my next shot, it's time to go ahead and try for a kill shot. And just like that, we're sitting 1 charge up. As the dealer shoots the last blank, we reset now, with 3 lives and 2 blanks in the chamber. As the dealer mentions a small thing about his AI, that being, he knows just as much as you do, with him loading the shots in a hidden order both to him and you. This is the most even game of Russian roulette you'll ever get, folks. As he loads the gun with him looking even worse, I realize with a 60% chance to end round 1 right here, I might as well take my chance and try to blow him into the next video. Hey there everybody, hope you're all having a good day. Welcome back to the Landon Does Stuff channel. And just like that, the first round is done. Only 2 left before we're actually done. However, as the second round starts, the dealer wants to make things a bit more interesting. At the start of each reset, we'll be given 2 of 5 types of items. A pair of handcuffs that skips the dealer's turn, a magnifying glass that allows you to see the next shot in the chamber, beer allowing you to rack the shotgun, skipping the next bullet, and if only 1 bullet is in the chamber, it will carry on to the next round. Then a handsaw allowing you to cut the barrel off, dealing double damage with your next shot. And last but not least, a pack of cigarettes that lets you restore 1 charge after taking a blast of 12 gauge to the mouth. Also, you can hold up to 8 items and use as many as you want during your turn, which really adds another layer of depth to the gameplay. Now having items, I'm easily able to get the first shot as a blank, 1 live round, just check with a magnifying glass, and send him back to the reimagined retrospectives.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Land and Dust Stuff channel. Though, as we draw our items, we get to see a past victim of the dealer. It looks like even an all-powerful being can't escape the pain of bad luck. Trust me, man. I feel ya. I get it, don't worry. Though, as we continue the game like nothing ever even happened, yeah, no, God, who's that? Oh, I know, he works at the 7-Eleven, he must. Though, as the game continues, something about it just ticked with me here. Maybe it was the items adding more depths, and it's still relying on luck mostly. Maybe the aesthetics of the game with this dark and grungy vibe. Possibly the soundtrack with the muffled noises of the party you're playing. A game of life and death, you know, as the pace changes depending on how the game's going. Maybe it's just the feeling I get while playing, riding on this hope that I'm lucky enough to make it through. However, as we're eventually going to continue to our third and final round, it looks like our dealer has grown tired of this game being played on easy mode. Now having max charges and being given 4 items each round, with him quickly loading the shotgun out of anger, the game continues, as I make quick work of his first 2 charges, and get another 4 items. Now, not even saying how many shots are in the chamber once he loads it, I can mention the first time I got shot as everything cut straight to black, with silence being overpowering. Nothing feels much stronger than the echoes of the party music and the possible consequences of your actions. It's crazy what Mike has done with silence here. He made silence loud. I don't know how he did it. Like, what the hell? And you are going to be quickly brought back from the brink. Though, as the game keeps going, I'm standing at an immense lead. With the dealer down to his last 2 charges, he decides to cut the defibrillator. There we go, I got it. So, you can't see how long you got until the game is done. Though, with the help of a magnifying glass and saw, this dance of life and death is over. And I'm the winner, as we're given a suitcase and... we've won. With this victorious song playing, keeping the shotgun in cash, we get our stats ending Buckshot Roulette. A real quick but fun game. Though, as mentioned before, we have some pills we gotta go ahead and pop. Just like all the famous rappers when they say pop a Percocet. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Though, the pills ended up initiating endless mode. It's pretty simple, all things considered. Just play 3 rounds, and they ask you if you want to double or nothing. With you saying yes, go for another 3 rounds. And say no, you end the game. And Endless just showed me how cruel this game can be. I'll talk about it more later when I'm giving my full thoughts on Buckshot. I don't really mention it much, but you know. Yeah, it's fucking cruel. Yeah, this game is really rude. Like, you'll see a montage later, don't worry. Though, that's all for the game. Excluding the alternate endings, where you go right back to that bathroom and try again, or go to a destroyed and crooked version of heaven, after God lost his life in the game that you won. Well, you didn't win it then, but you know, you won in an alternate, like, timeline. Though, that's really it for Buckshot Roulette. I guess it's finally time we end off this video with a couple of closing thoughts from, you know, yours truly. So why don't we go ahead and get this over with? So with the game out of the way, we can finally answer the question. What is Buckshot Roulette? Well, it's a fun, polished, and really cool idea for a game. And it does a great job at showing its themes and the toxicity of addiction. How some people are willing to risk everything just to get a quick load of cash or just chase that next dopamine high. When playing as well, it really invoked this different feeling of fear. With the contract of God not really being the scariest thing, though all of the small details in the game really bring it up to the next level. Your hands trembling as you hold the shotgun. The suspense after deciding to shoot yourself or shooting the dealer, knowing the risk behind your actions. And your character trying to shake out of the handcuff. It really invokes this feeling of fear that no game has done for me in a very long time. It's this anxious, anxiety-filled, dread kind of feeling. As instead of being chased by some monster or being harassed by dead kids in animatronics or whatever the next FNAF clone is doing, you are the one responsible for being here when you sign the waiver. Unlike those situations where it's just, oh, you have to protect yourself from the monster, you are the one engaging with it. You're the one who said, I wanted to play this game, which I think it works perfectly for Buckshot Roulette. As I feel like if you were forced into the situation, you would be a lot less fearful. You would know you're forced to do this. You know, you're put into this position and you aren't able to get out of it. While in the position that you were put in, you are the reason that it happened. It truly gives a much more anxious feeling, which I think works perfectly, of course. Like, also, the game evolving as more round goes on, adding the items, it feels like both more luck and strategy is introduced and required to overcome the dealer's game, as you may have to rely on item pulls to win. Speaking of which, I love how all of the items are designed with most of them having to do with some sort of addiction or bad deed. Except for the magnifying glass, though I guess you could relate it to detectives working on a crime, though to me it doesn't really stick as well as the beer and cigarettes, if you know what I mean. I think everyone knows that they're highly addictive, and you should not drink, you should not smoke. This is a PSA from Landon. Don't do it, it's not worth it. Peer pressure's a bitch, but don't let that bitch take you out. Though, I think one thing that is usually overlooked from the videos that I watched about Buckshot is the dealer and how he functions. As he is playing the same game as you, with him not knowing what order he loads the shots into the chamber. If anything, he gives you the advantage. Every time, as you always go first, you're given the most fair chance to hit the shot or blank, as the AI has no idea what order the bullets are loaded in. And what he says at the start, he isn't kidding. He doesn't know what order he's putting these bullets in. And to be honest, he's quite stupid, all things considered. I think there was a couple montages on YouTube of him just shooting himself with a live round when he knows it's not, or when he knows it can't be a blank. So, I suggest watching the video made by Delightful Kiss Boy, wow, what a funny name, about how the dealer functions, because honestly, it's a really interesting watch. If you care about all that nerdy stuff like coding and how, you know, he functions like on the undercarriage, the lower level of the game. But I talked about it a little bit before. I don't want to take too much time, but the soundtrack is perfect. It always has this kind of eerie and suspenseful and foreboding sound to it as you try to make the right choices. It works great for the vibe Mike was going for. Also, the graphics and aesthetic of the game look great. having this rusted and dirty look to it all as you commit this dirty deed, it really ties in with the messaging of the game, showing that when you go to do these dirty things, it's not going to look the nicest. It's not going to be like a nice walk in the park. Though, to wrap things up before we keep going, because I could praise this game till the day I turn purple, Buckshot Roulette is an amazing game that has a fair, if not stupid, AI for you to face off against that nails everything it's trying to go for. If you got the time and money, it's only $1.20 on itch.io, as well if you have a PC. And it realistically should only take 20 minutes to half an hour to beat the game, if you're lucky, of course. I would seriously recommend it. Though, I will say, Endless Mode really showed me how painful this game can be. It was really harsh. Play the montage of it. Yeah, play all of the times I got shot. Now with that little montage out of the way, I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. The game page will be linked in the description, and if you want to check it out, without further ado, folks, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Landon, and I've done all my stuff for today. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did making, and I'll be sure to see you all next time, where we finally begin our retrospective on Funkin, Corruption, Insanity. Or is it just Funkin Insanity? To be honest, I don't really know, but yeah, Buckshot Roulette's really good. I would recommend giving it a play. Anyways, bye guys, bye-bye, see you around.